The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound, rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Do not wait, the time will never be just right. Start where you stand, and work whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. You may be hurt if you love too much, but you will live in misery if you love too little. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. More gold had been mined from the mind of men than the earth itself. A goal is a dream with a deadline. We refuse to believe that which we don't understand. Cherish your vision and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. Wise men, when in doubt whether to speak or to keep quiet, give themselves the benefit of the doubt, and remain silent. Hold a picture of yourself long and steadily enough in your mind's eye, and you will be drawn toward it. If you must speak ill of another, do not speak it. Put your foot upon the neck of the fear of criticism by reaching a decision not to worry about what other people think, do, or say. When you are able to maintain your own highest standards of integrity, regardless of what others may do, you are destined for greatness. Perhaps we shall learn, as we pass through this age, that the other self is more powerful than the physical self we see when we look into a mirror. There are no limitations to the mind except those that we acknowledge. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Neglecting to broaden their view has kept some people doing one thing all their lives. Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. If you are not learning while you're earning, you are cheating yourself out of the better portion of your compensation. Any ideas, plan, or purpose may be placed in the mind through repetition of thought. Remember that it is not the lawyer who knows the most law, but the one who best prepares his case, who wins. If you must speak ill of another, do not speak it, write it in the sand near the water's edge. Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small amount of fire brings a small amount of heat. Desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen pulsating desire which transcends everything. Most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. Awake, arise, and assert yourself, you dreamers of the world. Your star is now in ascendancy. If you believe yourself unfortunate because you have loved and lost, perish the thought. One who has loved truly, can never lose entirely. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. Effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be. The only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind. Every man is what he is, because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. Desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Adversity will do something to you or for you. Success in life depends upon happiness, and happiness is found in no other way than through service that is rendered in a spirit of love. Napoleon Hill. Both success and failure are largely the results of habit. The capacity to surmount failure without being discouraged is the chief asset of every person who attains outstanding success in any calling. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Goals are dreams with a deadline. Love attracts only one thing, and that thing is love. It is your responsibility to make sure that positive emotions constitute the dominating influence of your mind. Opportunity, it often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. The world has the habit of making room for the man whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. The cause of the depression is traceable directly to the worldwide habit of trying to reap without sowing. Successful men become successful only because they acquire the habit of thinking in terms of success. If you are ready for the secret, you already possess one half of it, therefore, you will readily recognize the other half the moment it reaches your mind. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Failure is man-made circumstance. It is never real until accepted by man as permanent.